Warning: heavy spoilers for Solo Leveling Season 2 Episode 5, you have been warned. Episode 5 was absolutely fantastic. Go check out my full review for that episode, but even though it was indeed fantastic, it was indeed nothing more than a setup episode, preparing us for this big Episode 6. I don't know why, but Episode 6 in Solo Leveling seems to always be the episode where things truly pop off. On Tuesday, we got 5 new preview images of what Solo Leveling Season 2 Episode 6 is going to look like, and they looked pretty sick. But now, literally a couple of minutes ago, A1 Pictures just released a full preview trailer of what Season 2 Episode 6 is going to look like in full motion. Before I break each scene down, just to let you guys know, I am indeed an anime only. I don't know what will happen in the manhwa, so my theories may or may not come true based on what I am seeing in this new preview trailer, so try and keep the comments anime only friendly. First up, we have the dancer who is walking towards the blue gate, and she stops, almost like she's just seen something that has completely surprised her. She indeed has another scene in the trailer where she looks around at the newly deceased orc bodies on the ground, so maybe this scene is set inside of the blue gate and she's just startled by what she's seeing around her. But when you look back at this scene, it does look like it's still set outside due to the fact that the blue aura is illuminating in front of her. Maybe the reason why she stopped is because the man who was on Jinwoo's team, who was doing the mining, maybe said something to her that actually startled her. Maybe he was like, oh yeah, that Jinwoo, he was absolutely a goat. He was a beast doing the mining. Without him, we would not have done the job as efficiently as possible. Whatever the case is, this girl has nothing but Jinwoo on her mind. She might end up just witnessing the battle, seeing Jinwoo go crazy, or maybe she'll be an active participant in the battle itself. We still don't know too much about the dancer or her abilities, just that she's a powerful S-class who has yet to show us what she's made of. Next up, we have the Red Orc army, and it looks like they are chanting, trying to make themselves look intimidating, as you can slightly see them moving in unison. Maybe this is just a way to intimidate the humans, but I mean, you don't need to show off your strength like that. I mean, look at the size of you guys compared to the humans. Next up, we then cut to 2 different shots of these 4 orcs who seem to be some sort of supervisors or second in command to the high orc leader. I do like how, even though no dialogue has really been said about each of the orcs' rankings, I can already tell that all of these red orcs, who are pretty much topless, are of a lower ranking. Then you have the 2 shots of these 4 orc commanders. Unlike the other red orcs, these 4 guys and the leader all appear to be fully dressed, and they are completely covered in shadow. The shadows covering their faces symbolizes that these guys have deadly powers yet to be revealed, yet they can never hold a candle to the main orc leader, as we have a close-up of this dude completely covered in shadow, symbolizing his ranking as the strongest one in his group. But next up, the orc leader seems to radiate a dark red aura. I just love the way the camera just pans as what looks like a blue skull ghost just emit from him and then disappear. While this entire scene is so cinematic and absolutely well done, I won't lie, I did chuckle a little bit, as it did seem like the cameraman seemed a little startled by the blue ghost. The camera immediately panned back, almost like the cameraman was frightened. Lol. But he wasn't the only one who was frightened. We have a shot of Captain Keihan staring at the orc leader in fear. What I do like about Captain Keihan is that he is a humble dude. In the previous episode, he never seemed to show off or say that he was the best dude in the world when it came to his strength. He did what he had to do to be a true leader, protecting his friends and getting the mission done, even if it's meant sacrificing himself. What a goated leader he is, and we perfectly see that in this next shot in the preview, where for a couple of seconds it is this one long shot with no cuts of the camera panning around him as he is charging towards the orc leader. It does appear that this guy is the first one in his team to make the first move. Even though he is the captain and he has to do what he has to do, I'm still quite stunned that he is so bold to be the first and only person to charge towards the orc leader, even though I'm sure that Captain Keihan can sense that this dude is the big deal. Next up, we have a tight close-up shot of the orc leader, and he does seem to be pointing to someone. Who could that someone be? My theory can only be one Jinwoo, as the next shot is a back view of Jinwoo and his entire shadow army. I see my boy Igris in this shot, and I do believe Iron is there as well. They appear to be be the first two Shadow Warriors that emerge, indicating that these are Sung Jinwoo's strongest assets. But if these guys get knocked down, then Sung Jinwoo doesn't have to worry because he has an entire Shadow army. When the preview images were first released on Tuesday, we had a shot of what appeared to be a purple Igris. Iron charges up and goes Ultra Instinct on those red orcs, and while the animation does look impressive, why is he purple? My theory is that the Harry Potter looking girl has something to do with it, which is my theory. In Solo Leveling Season 2 Episode 5, when all of Captain Keihan's teammates went all out on the red orcs, she was the only person to be emitting a purple aura. We don't know too much about this gal, but she was the only person to see what Jinwoo was doing. So maybe she helps out Sung Jinwoo because she's like, this dude is our hope of survival. Maybe she exchanges some of her powers to Sung Jinwoo and his Iron and Igris Shadow Warriors, which explains why they are purple, as you do see a shot of her in this new preview activating her powers. Next up, you have this absolutely brilliant sequence of Sung Jinwoo slicing these red orcs like walking, talking salami. This dude is so slick, he is so fast. The red orcs didn't stand a chance against him. The next shot is of Sung Jinwoo looking absolutely determined and focused in the battle. And is it me, or is Sung Jinwoo's character design a little different in this episode? His chin looks extra pointy and angular, and his overall design is very sharp. I actually quite like this design. The next shot, panning shot of what appeared to be the red orcs now turned into a new shadow army for Jinwoo. The next shot is of the orc leader charging up his powers, and he is seemingly unleashing a fury of fire burst attacks on him. But Sung Jinwoo, being the Chad he is, deflects that power, almost like he is Luke Skywalker in The Last Jedi brushing off Kylo Ren's attacks. We then have the orc leader almost like he is quite impressed with Sung Jinwoo. If he was angry, he would be unleashing a fury of attacks on him, but he seems to be relaxed in his chair. And then the final shot is of Sung Jinwoo in the center with all the red orcs behind him. The thing I love about this trailer is that it actually indicates what is going to happen in the episode through its cinematography. This shot of Sung Jinwoo staring up at the orc leader makes him so small in the frame, almost like he is a runnable child, staring up at the big bad enemies. It shows us that Sung Jinwoo in the past has always been underestimated, seen as a low E ranker. The next shot of the preview showing the orc leader covered in shadow looking intimidating, staring down at Sung Jinwoo. But as the preview continues, Sung Jinwoo has shown the orc leader what he is truly capable of, and the last two shots of the trailer is the orc leader looking at Jinwoo, not looking intimidating. The shadow has been toned down on him, he's radiated in light. Like I said, the lighting choices sort of reflect how much in power certain orcs are, and it does appear that this orc leader is seen as lower in Jinwoo's eyes as he is shown his capable powers. The final shot is of Sung Jinwoo, and he has a shadow over him in the center frame looking confident, indicating that this dude is in control and this dude is going to be the strongest one in this room. But those are all the scenes in this new preview. Overall, I am absolutely hyped for episode 6 of Solo Leveling Season 2, and I'm not the only one. There's a lot of buzz on social media regarding this episode. I cannot wait for tomorrow because I have a feeling that this is going to be an episode that people will never forget. But tell me in the comments down below, what did you guys think of this preview trailer? Are you hyped or not for Solo Leveling Season 2 Episode 6? Tell me. Like this video, subscribe for more Solo Leveling videos, as well as other anime news updates, reviews, comparisons, breakdowns, rankings, and more. But thank you for watching, and as always, a boy dude of you signing out.